take one of you who've done your daily plan and probably included that volatility instead of me having to calculate it by myself. Any help? Any help out there? All right, you got one estimate there, 150.
Come on, guys, get your volatility numbers out. We'll give you 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You guys get 3 minutes. If you haven't calculated volatility, take 3 minutes to do it right now. There's 180. All right. 156 to 180. 140, two-tick Willie. Hey, Willie, speaking of, can we move our meeting to tomorrow, Willie? I have to step out for a little bit today, and I don't want to. Mr. Willie. Let me look. I think same time. Same time. That work for you, sir? Same old song and dance.
Coach Brian will call the winner. Unfortunately, he doesn't have like one of those cute little prizes to give out. Like that chicken. That was great. You can't to Anna. I was cracking up.
I'm a big fan of 170 today, so I'm going with 172. Mark H.
Mark H. looks like a winner.
No, that was close to me, so
okay.
I like that.
You got another minute and a half, guys, for your estimates.
Get them in, guys. Yeah. 221, 206, 221, 92.
And for newer people, all we're trying to figure out is for later, when the market starts going up and down, we want to try to predict a pullback area. Like, will the market go up X amount of points? Will it come down X amount of points? Like what the swing high and low is going to be?
Yeah, so Coho, you're really looking at like the major moves overnight. It says Globex, but you just take a snapshot of the overnight session starting whenever the market closed yesterday, and look at big moves and do 2 or 3 of those and take an average. That's really a Coho. The swing points.
Yeah, some people did Globex like from London. Why not start it at, when it reopens at 6 p.m.? I mean, if it opened at 6 p.m. and went up 200 points, you'd say, hey, that's a 200-point rally. Then you'd factor that.
If it opens at 6 p.m. and does its normal thing and nothing, don't count it in.
Yeah. Pretty
straightforward there. 192 is not bad, didn't you? Robert's got 221. Do I need to recalculate this stuff? I feel crazy now.
And even two-tick Willie's estimate of 140, if you think about it, guys, it's still not bad, because that means if Willie were just following Willie's number and the market started pulling back from a trade he wants to do, and he said, well, I'm going to wait until it goes 140 points. That's a lot better than jumping in and getting stopped out for 140 points. At least, let's say the real value would be 180. At least 140 of it, he's not going to be sitting there with a loss of 140 points, because he's going to wait until someone else takes that risk. That's the whole idea of this, is to try to estimate where the market will in its battle go up and down. So there's nothing wrong with it. Now, yeah, if you put a 20-point, then it's not going to. I got to check that globe. And what does that do, Robert? The Globex indicator estimates.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Liberty Trading Club. Happy to have you watching our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room, visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. During your time, you'll have access to live trade calls and participation in chat to have questions answered by a coach. And after the first 3 free days, it's just $99 a month to be a member of the trade room. You'll unlock our core training videos when you sign up, and you'll be able to learn our trading methodology. Please like, subscribe, and share.
30 comes around, you're going to see it. You'll say, wow, I wish I was short over here, or I wish I was long. Man, that last hour, this has been great. And that's what, for some people, it is great. And so they've done studies. The average trader gets antsy after 27 minutes. It's like whether you're in a good trade or a bad trade, you're going to go and say, wow, 27 minutes, it's never going to go higher or lower. I better get out. And if you're losing money, you can't stand the pain, you get out. So 2 27-minute cycles truly exaggerate that frustration or overexcitement area.
Look back at average time in the after close yesterday, Coach.
Yeah.
Average time in the trade yesterday.
7, 8 minutes.
5.5 minutes.
You see, guys? Yeah, we're out of the trade. So imagine if you sat through a trade for 27 minutes or an hour.
That one trade lasted 11.5 minutes. Coach.
Yeah.
The one we were talking about?
Now, we're not talking about Warren Buffett, guys, like we're a mutual fund.
You're holding for 11.5 years?
Yeah. Well, Coca-Cola, when it first came out, I like that. And it's funny, but Warren Buffett's pretty, every once in a while I get somebody, hey, this company makes regressive wave nano systems. And it's like, Warren Buffett is like, well, what are they? Well, they machine mixes that. He goes, well, I like Coca-Cola. Pretty simple. You drink it. It tastes good. That's it. All right. I think 3 minutes is up. Coach, should you decide?
I still like the 170 number. So who had after reconfiguring 3 times, I like 186. I do too. There you go, Prof. and Chad. I did like the 170, but I like to go on the higher side. So we're going to use, let's see, either 186 or the 170. Greg gets it at 179 just because I like Greg. Right now.
All right, guys, you heard it. 179. Now we can post the numbers. Good job, Greg. Good job, Chad.
Good job, guys. Yeah, so just to add what Coach is posting numbers to what he was saying, if you get a low volatility number, say 130, 140, that's not bad, but go look for a higher number just in case. That way, there's no point in no reason as you're newer and figuring out the numbers. There's no point in not having two. And if one doesn't work, the other one probably will. Just have a larger number. That's all I'm saying. Think about it, guys. We're going to see, the Dow's going to see 100, 200 point swings on a daily basis. So that 130 number can work, and it can work. You'll see a lot of times. I mean, I bet we probably saw that pre-market. So have a little higher number too. There you go, Paul. That's good. It's a good number. And you guys are flat, right? Everybody's flat from that last trade. Nice short. Oh, guys, a couple announcements while we're getting numbers out, sitting here watching the market kind of do nothing. Please, when you log into the main website, complete the form. We are seriously trying to get your input. But I can't talk today. Get y'all's input. We're trying to get y'all's input on the next boot camp. So please.
That's West Inbird. That's
Punch
the
your
West.
If you don't complete that form, I'm gonna spur you. No, guys. Please do it if you're serious about going. Even if we pick a location that's different from you, let us know in the comments section on the forum that you're actually serious about attending a boot camp, and you will make the travel accommodations yourself. To do it that way, we can plan accordingly. Give us more information than less. If you're not planning on going and you just like to have it in your city, then say that. Got it, guys? All right. Robert is the mom. He made it. It's his day in the sun, month in the sun. As soon as we get all the results in, we'll probably tell you guys. By the end of this month, we'll have a date and a location. So we're just putting fillers out, getting interest levels in different cities, and the number is, guys, if we basically the first city that says, hey, 10 people minimum are going, we're going to pick it. Not complicated. You guys hear what I'm saying? You guys listening to me? Enough congratulating Robert. He's got enough badges. I'm just kidding. Good job, Robert. All right, guys. All right. Fantastic. Complete the pop-up when you log into the website. It takes a couple seconds. The survey will pop up. Fill it out. Just fill it out one time. It should only pop up one time, but go ahead and fill it out. I think we have Ryan on now, who will probably correct me if his mic works. It seems like Dallas is probably going to be it, which means we could do a little earlier in the year, like January. But we don't know. We're going to leave it to you guys. Mic issues. Figured. Am I way off, Ryan? Does it pop up every time or just for a certain period of time? Oh, Dallas and Vegas. There you go. Ha! I wish I would do the Bahamas in a heartbeat.
Okay, gang, there's our
Perfect.
support resistance, including our new volatility number, which again is like yesterday. Same range. You can look at the highs and lows of yesterday as sort of an extreme.
You can write Cancun in if you want to, Mike Pewitt. You can write it in. Probably won't be any kind of cool location like that until later next year. Would you guys actually go if we had it in Cancun? Book your travel, book your hotel. Dang. Okay. Maybe we put Cancun on the list. It wouldn't bother me at all to do that. You know I'm not going to Milwaukee. Everybody in this group knows I'm not going to Milwaukee in the wintertime. You'd have to be like my mother's funeral or something. I don't even want to say that. don't know. We might have to have a team huddle, coach, and seriously consider Cancun.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not in hurricane season, that would be pretty good.
Well, the wintertime,
And then,
January.
for fun, we could like walk across the border back. See if we could all make it. We're from the Liberty Trading Club, and everybody
It'd be
like.
kind of hard on the island. You'd have to have some good swimming arms.
I like Nauru as a good. I never forget. It's an island formed by mainly bird droppings on their way across the Pacific, and it has the largest deposit of phosphates in the world. I can imagine that.
Don't they call it like Bird Island?
Yeah, there was some nicknames to it. Yeah, it was. I'll never forget. I still have the article. It was in the Wall Street Journal in the 70s. I think it was hilarious. That herd on the street column.
Yeah,
and by the way, the people all shared in the revenue where they sold phosphates to the world per capita. It was the wealthiest. I don't know if it is now, but it was the wealthiest per capita place on the planet. More than in Saudi Arabia, where a lot of people don't share in the oil revenue, but everyone shared in the king gave all the money, like distributed equally to the residents. And it was like a boat going there twice a week. That was the transportation. Now there's probably McDonald's there and everything else, but then it was like in the middle of nowhere. Nauru. It's a country. It's an island. So that could be a good place for a meeting. I don't know if they have internet service. Well, they probably might by satellite, right? Why not? Okay, Coach Ryan. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we are pushing a swing trade idea.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good, Coach, right? After this consolidation, all the consolidation,
Yeah, absolutely. It's my thought.
Got a mini sell signal here after the first touch roll was hit at 578.
All right. I can actually take a trade.
We're not yet on opening, so it's not too bad.
I actually get to take a trade.
Sakasa.
That could get annoying fast. Betty. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, between 68 and 78, Coho. You can see that. Yeah, target would be about, first would be about 60 to 55 target. And then make sure you're out of the trade before the open. We don't want people trapped on the opening range. So here's your 60 target, Coho.
All right.
55.
Love it. Trailing and selling. You guys in this? You guys are in this, right?
Almost. small. One more.
Good job.
Please, Mr. Market. Please give me.
Please.
There he goes. Ding, ding, ding.
Chant
Got
for
it.
us, guys. Chant for
All
us.
right, Sard. Yep. See, because you didn't take it, we made money. Maybe we have a new indicator.
The starter indicator. Yeah. Happy to have you here. Make sure to watch your orientation video, Starter. I'm sure you've traded for years, but please do it in sim while you're on trial with us. Schedule a coaching call. We'll get you up to speed with how we do stuff, what we're talking about. I've seen you in here, I think, a couple days. This second day, right? So, oh, fantastic. Okay, schedule a coaching call. Have a chat with one of us, even if it's me. We'll. Today's third day. Fantastic. All right. Well, happy to have you as a member. First thing you do is start watching your basic videos when you sign up. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Sard.
Basic videos. That's literally our basic methodology, start to finish. No frills, no fluff, no advanced topics. Just a pure basic methodology. And then, after you finish the videos, then schedule a time with a coach. Happy to have you. Let's see here. Speaking of, we probably have some people here on trial. Those of you on trial, as we're waiting to get ready for the open, might as well do my disclaimer right now. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Dan. What a nice guy. Rich. Those of you on trial, please make sure to watch the orientation video. Schedule time, talk to a coach after you've been here for a day or two. Get a good lay of the land, get your questions answered, participate in chat. Again, make sure that if you're trying to follow along with our trades and you're doing it on trading platform, do it on sim. Don't trade your cash while you're learning a brand new system. Just common sense stuff, guys. Realistic expectation for somebody to learn our system and the way we do things, it's going to take you two weeks to 2 months, depending on your level of comprehension and trading experience and so forth. And that's just, we know that just because we've hundreds of members. It's typically the learning curve. So 2 weeks to 2 months is what you got to give yourself. I typically say at least 6 weeks so you can get a lay of the land. And learn how to listen to us, because there's a lot of times where we just it sounds like we're randomly talking, and then all of a sudden we'll say, oh, put a bid in at such and such price. And then we go back to our regularly scheduled BS session. Or we'll be talking and say, hey, look at this. And we'll give a trade setup 30, 40 minutes in advance. So you guys got to just pay attention, take notes. Biggest thing you can possibly do is take notes. What happens when you don't take notes, guys? Those of you who went to boot camp. Public humiliation.
You know how they say, don't ask a question you don't know the answer to? I remember describing this to one person. And I said, now, come on, 2 months to learn something, that's not too bad, right? And I figured I'd make a comparison. I said, well, how long did you spend in high school to learn? And he goes, oh, a month. And he dropped out. And I was like, okay, yeah, well, if you spent a month in high school, you might not want to spend 2 months going through this. I really did. And not to knock anybody, the guy followed his father, and he was actually did pretty well. He's no longer with us now, died of a heart attack, but his father was in the junk business. He ran a junkyard. They made good money.
It's a quick announcement. I took that little tiny M short, just a little tiny.
Nice, coach.
Guys.
Yeah.
Not trying to burn it up, but you guys had a couple trades more than me this morning, so it's not a bad signal. If you guys wanted to be in it,
follow it, guys, and put your stop. That's it. Good job, coach. Thanks. I
Anyway,
took-
go ahead to see, there it was. Go back to the normally scheduled BS session.
This is not a bad trade, guys. Where's your stop now, Coach?
I'm now just below 558.
There you go. All right. 557. I got my stop just to lock in a profit.
Yeah, locking in a profit.
I got in a little bit late. I'm in there at 555, but I took one off plus 15, so I can't lose on this trade.
I'm not sure what you mean there. Are you talking to the head coach or me, Rufus? Oh, I'm just trying to get you guys in a profitable trade. That's all.
Yep.
This is support from earlier, though, guys. I mean, just keep that in mind. Same support level.
Flat. And we're ready for the open now. Be back in
Yeah,
3
one
minutes.
left.
Ready for the open.
Good job, guys. A little scalp trade. Wasn't much. I still have one. I got 2 ticks in the profit. So probably take me out before the open, but I'll leave it there and whatever happens, happens. Made money on the trade. SF. Yay. There we go. 2 more ticks down. Is anybody still in with me? Thank you, Rufus. We try our best. I know we get sidetracked sometimes, but we do try our best. Everybody still in with me? Anybody? Diedrich. All right. Yeah, I pretty much said that as soon as it broke the bottom of the M there at 58's the number I used. That was the. So I actually got in 2 ticks earlier, as you guys heard. So that's all right, Starter. That's exactly the reason I would say it takes time for people to figure out how we're saying things. Coach was joking around in the background. I'm like, hey guys, good short signal here. It happens like that from time to time. So gotta have those listening ears on. You'll learn. You'll figure out how to get through the noise. But we have to do that. Hopefully you understand that, Starter. Most of the time we're trying to keep people out of crappy trades and from doing bad stuff, which is why we mess around. Dan. You will. How long does it take, guys? Tell them. Tell Starter how long it takes. A couple months? Yeah. Takes a couple months. Just like I said. Yeah, but you trade. You catch some good trades with us, Will Trade. You catch some pretty darn good trades with us. Is it learning? It's a little bit of learning curve. You're learning. Think of it like this: you're learning a kind of halfway learning a new language. Dan, you got to give yourself ability for a runner, buddy. 2 contracts. If you can't do 2 contracts in your account, go to micros. If you can't do 2 micros, you don't have enough money to trade, stop trading. Simple. Got it? Get it? Got it. Good. Yeah. Guys, we really, if you follow the principles in high probability trading, which we do, and they work, multiple contracts is the only way you can increase your probability following this process. Yeah, there it is. Chad's got it. Chad, you're on the right track though, buddy. Man, your trade log looks good. I use a 3-contract ATM starter, and it does, Chad. I'm not BSing around. I work with a lot of people, and Chad's doing it right. ATM setup set, yeah. Starter, who's that? Who asked? Yeah, starter. My 3 contracts. I start mine at 46, but I adjust my stop according to the trade as soon as I'm in there. I don't suggest doing that because I'm more advanced. If you're starting with us, you probably want like a 25 tick stop loss for all 3 contracts. I split the last 2 contracts, so I'm taking profits on the first contract, 10 ticks, the vast majority of the time, starter. And then the next 2 contracts, I trail manually. I don't do an auto break even, but I suggest as you do get started with us, do some kind of auto break even on the last 2 contracts, maybe to like true break even and -5, something like that. And then turn that off as you get more comfortable managing your stops yourself with the process. All right, guys, 1 minute till the open, 15 seconds till the open. Let's
have a profitable day, guys.
We are profitable already. Prepare to be amazed. How about that?
Yeah.
Prepare to be amazed.
Yesterday's low was 324.
Coach, I didn't hear it.
What?
You're open for business.
Oh yeah, we are open for business.
There we go.
And no trading for the first 6 minutes.
Don't use a third profit target, starter. Trail your stop with the third profit target.
Obviously, the big boys push it up a little bit in order to get their friends short. We expect that normally. Let's see if we can get toward the pivot, which would be a logical resistance area. Plenty of time to watch. If you want, guys, wait till it rallies about 30 points and then put a stop 20 points under the rally and go short. For example, let's say it goes to 580, put a sell stop right around 564. And when it comes back down, be prepared to grab a quick profit. All right. 90, 85. Yeah, try like 570 and then have like a 62 target. First target would be about 61 point, let's see, 25. Yeah, about 62 would be your first target. And then quickly try to trail it. Does that make sense? In other words, you want to let it go up, and then when it starts, if it starts coming down, you're short. If it keeps going up like this, you don't do anything. You let it run toward the pivot. Does that make sense? Yeah, now it's going to start pushing and finding resistance. So let's move a sell stop up. Does that make sense? Like I had mine at 570. Now I'm going to raise it to 581.
So pretend like you're long.
Yeah.
That is your stop.
Now, if it comes down, your first target would be about 578 or so.
This is only for people who have permission to trade within the first 6 minutes of the open.
Right.
And if you guys notice, ticks started where?
Yeah, down. So somewhere along the line, when it runs out of buyers, we're going to start back down. So you might put a stop now, maybe what, 592 or so? Target maybe 582, at least 10 points. Leave it go. Does that make sense? In other words, you act, as Coach said, pretend you're long. Where would you put a stop right now if you're long? Even if you just went long at 618, would you have a stop at 90? Would you have a stop at 600? 18-point risk, somewhere like that?
Short.
here is a sell signal, right? So you could put, let's say you bring a stop up to, I don't know, 98. Let's put a sell stop at 598. If it doesn't hook down there, leave it alone. The 2 minute is still hooking up. Do you notice that, guys? That's why this thing is still rallying. Everybody's still flat, correct? Wait till this thing runs out of steam. It may just hit the pivot and reject or not. Look at it go. We're already up 50 points. Aren't you glad you're not short right now, even though the trend is down? And right now it's actually, for a brief second, up. Bring your sell stop, if you're going to do it that way, up. Momentum just turned up, so you're a little less likely to want to short it. On the other hand, you don't want to go long because the trend is up. Do you see how we avoid bad trades for the first 6 minutes? Anybody see that? The most important thing is we're not doing anything but analyzing for the first 6 minutes. Does everybody get that? That's why we know what's going to happen so much, because we're watching it. I know the market's going to go up and rally right off the open because I watched it. Now let's see. 615 is actually support right now. So if it breaks that, then we may start on the way down.
And those of you with permission to trade the open, hopefully you're following along. Yeah, Monica Sarter, please. Those of you newer, we do ask that you wait the 6 minutes. So, and most days, guys, and Mike got me right in saying this. Most days between 9:36 and 9:38, we do get a perfectly good trade set up. So
market should top out around 670, right? That's 178 points from the low.
Good job.
Isn't it amazing how close it came to our target?
I am short, coach.
There's a sell signal right there, 623, short. Good job, coach. Let's go in there. 623. Your next target would be about 599. Good job, coach.
Thank you. Just did the little pivot
Yep.
in.
Yeah. Can't go wrong. Trading categories.
Yeah, made good resistance. So, and it's not blaring fast this morning like normally in the open. So that was a pretty slow, easy one to get into. Those of you with permission to trade the open, hopefully you took some profits on that already. You guys just listening on. Good job, Viv. Show your stops. Still got 2 left.
Guys, my stop right now is 618. Can't.
I was going to say I had mine at 617.
I took it at 623 on the sell stop, and don't want to lose on this. 615 is the stop. 615.
I got a little bit better.
Lock in 8 points, guys.
Follow coach. Coach has your power exit point.
And that previous trade that coach called before 9:30, what was the one question I asked him? Remember when we went short and flat?
Ooh.
What's your stop? I didn't ask where did you get in or anything. What signal? Where's your stop? Most professionals, that's all they're concerned with. What's the risk on the trade? Great job.
That is exactly why those of you that I was talking to about your ATMs, that's exactly why I moved my stop immediately. Even though most of the time I still use an ATM, move my stop immediately to where the least amount of risk will be. and let the trade play out. Still have one left.
And you know what's funny, guys? On the 2-minute chart, didn't even hook down yet. The stochastics is still like floundering over there.
Ooh.
Now, what beat it? The 15 range chart. It's already headed down, right?
Chat. Fizz. There you go. Probably close to you be time for you to be getting done for the day there, Sarter. Don't know what your daily profit goal is. Coach, I think this thing's starting to clear up in my head from the trip. I'm enjoying that. Happy about that. You could heard all the wheezing and sneezing when we were talking.
A little push down, guys.
Sounds like you're at your daily goal. Yeah, that's the best way. Start with micros. Always start with micros. Get used to it. Profitable Chad, I'm assuming you're doing well with micros so far this week, according to the plan we created. A couple days in. Fantastic. Keep it. Be stingy. Be stingy. Guys, you can practice tick, tick, boom here. It's a good little consolidation area. Good little switch to sim. Practice your tick, tick, boom trades.
Yep.
Bad place to do it. Ticks are easy to follow right now. Really not a bad place.
Yep. Cat jumped up. Come on, Chrissy. Come on, Chrissy.
Yeah, I only have the 2 trades so far, Chad, so perfect. I like it. Yeah, then once here's our rule of thumb. Every 30 days, if you can prove to yourself that you can be profitable every day, for the most part over 30 days, no big drawdowns, and most days, we expect pretty much every day to be profitable. Most days, profitable. Then switch to, and your statistics speak for themselves. Then you switch to the minis. It was a Stokasa sell signal, but I don't like it, so I'm not going to take it. Yeah, we really try to make sure everybody's safe, conservative. Build a track record on sim, build a track record on micros, build a track record on minis. Plain and simple. It's a good tick.
I'm going to just put a little sell stop below the market right here, and if it drops down, we will take it.
Did you take the tick tick boom short there, Dan?
Yep, he loves it.
It's a good little 10 ticks easy, right? Greg, 10 ticks easy. Practice that. Just practice it, guys. That's one. I mean, yesterday, what happened? Tick tick boom trade turned into what? 100-point runner.
Yeah.
What is the trend now, guys? Who can tell me what the trend is?
Yeah, slightly up right now, right? If it goes below the pivot, it'll be down again, right? That's strange, huh?
Just keeping guys, making sure you guys aren't taking naps and stuff. You're paying attention.
Come on, Chrissy.
Oh,
Right now, if it drops, we'll take a sell stop. If it drops, like at around 610. 610 sell stop.
I like it.
Everybody's flat right now, right?
Yep.
I would probably go short now, 633 right here. If it breaks 633, I think the thing will tank. Let's take a look right here.
Take a little look.
Hmm. $6.10 is the line in the sand right now, guys.
Yeah, Coho, that's it's a tough one to say that you'd want to do the first touch rule, but I mean you could. Just know that this is just a little bit lower probability with the trend being mixed like this and bouncing around the pivot. If it wasn't so close to the pivot, I'd probably say first touch rule. Let's do it. Got it, Coho?
Take some off, guys, on this short. Next target is about 605, I would think. Always use a power exit
tick.
point.
Short. Tick's trending down again, guys.
Is our 605 area coming up?
Is it low tick short? Or, I mean, high tick short. Like a minute ago.
Order filled.
Where's your stop, coach?
599. I just lowered it.
I will follow. I will be a good boy and follow along.
Flat.
I still have one left. I got that lazy one that I keep back trailing.
Yeah,
Sir?
I got 3 targets off, guys. I started this one at 633 and then took 10 ticks, then 610, 65, and 599.
Nice.
Yeah, and the only reason I got out, guys, I don't like the 45 average true range. That meant my stop would have had to have been 60 points. So I got a little nervous.
Got it.
I'd redo this if it hit the pivot.
Flat,
again.
though.
Yeah, see, and look at it chopping around again. Good job, Greg.
Good job, guys.
And Sauter, good job. It's a little wild. Now, again, Coach has a good size account. He can withstand this little volatility. Remember what he said? He starts out with about a 40 tick stop and then adjusts it. So if you guys are, at 30-point stops, you're going to probably get stopped out. So stand aside. Everybody's green so far, right?
Yep.
The other thing we look at. Is everybody green? All right. Coho, you're not?
One more back in.
And then stay on the sim.
It's the entries, Coho. We'll get you 100 down. 100 ticks, $100.
All right.
$100 we can do. 100 ticks.
Yesterday, we were getting Krug green, so now we'll have to get you green. That's all right.
86.
We do it. We'll get everybody green.
86 Coho, Diedrich. I don't want to do that. I like Coho. Coach, I didn't just kind of squeak that in there that I got back in on that retracement. Stopped me out and immediately jumped back on one.
Yeah.
Just because I like the direction it's going and didn't like that it stopped me out. So, I mean,
And guys, for 2 seconds, the trend turned up, and then guess what? It turned right back down again. It was only up when it went above the pivot. Why? The big boys push it up so they can get their clients short. How many points did it go up? Now, remember, here. I had a conversation with our friend. I hope he did it. And I would have wasted my time with Mr. Randy. What was your job today, Mr. Randy? If you wrote it down, we talked for 27 minutes yesterday. What did I say?
Talk for a market cycle.
Volatility trade. That means calculate the low. When it comes, 179, from there, you go short, right? I hope you did that. And I said, even wait until 4 p.m. Do that trade once today. Did you do it? He doesn't want to say no because he knows I'm going to flip out. Still waiting. Okay, here you go.
We did calculate this earlier, guys.
I went the second volatile. No, I didn't say. Here you go, right? Here's the low, right? Where's the low today? Since we've been here from 8:30. The low is 33,485. And there's the deal, guys. If we teach you something and you go, well, I'm not going to do it, then I'll tell you, a request because I gave you the trade. So
This is what I was talking about earlier this morning, Coach.
yeah, I know. And Coach, I talked to him yesterday for 27 minutes. And I said, there's one trade I only want you to do. Just one. Don't do stochastics. Don't do this. Don't do that. Have you ever tried? So 4.8, let's do it, guys. Yeah, you're going to save me 27 minutes. What's the low? 33,485. Anyone know how to? I didn't say trend keeps changing. I said volatility. I didn't. It's anything else. I said one thing you ought to do: get a new page of paper and take 485 and add 179 to it. What does that number come out to be, guys? 33,485. Let's take a calculator out. Because this is what the professionals do. 33,485 plus 179 comes to 33,664. Well, let's see if we got that. And I don't know what are you waiting for it to do it again? Oh, I don't like that one. I want you to do it again. It's like in A Few Good Men. I strenuously object. And remember, he goes, oh, strenuously object. So there it goes. 664 is the first volatility trade. So it hit 664 and went down to 590. You did not take that trade at 940. When did it do this? At 936. The perfect trade. I don't look at 1560 pivot. I gave you one instruction. You didn't follow it. That's all I told you to do. How did I know a day before that would happen? Because it always does. That's all I'm saying. Don't want to get mad. I made money, so I can't really be mad. But I'm upset that you didn't get it.
I took it.
I know.
Part of the reason I took the entry, Coach.
Yeah.
I'm still in this one, guys. Just so
Did I say you had to have the confluence of anything and the moon and the stars and a trading dog and a cat? I said, just do one trade.
That's it.
It does confluence it out anyway. Yeah, great M right here.
Good job.
Here's another one, an M. Now don't do any more trades. Then your punishment is
No more
not to
trades
trade
today.
today. The good news is you won't be read. Okay.
Shoot. Take notes.
All right, guys. Enough ranting.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. It's not Randy, but again, like I said this morning, and the guys are here that have been telling us that complaining. I said it last week, guys. If you think that we're giving you bad advice, you don't have to be a part of the group. I'm not trying to yell at you, not trying to, guys. If you think we don't know what we're doing, don't join the group. Don't be in the group. If you want to come to me and say that you have some system that's better than ours, I'll take a look at it. But at the end of the day, we're probably not going to change very much about what we do. The what we do works. We know it works. It has worked for thousands of people over the years. And we know it works. You guys that have followed along with us, I've had many meetings with you guys, many meetings with guys that are doing coaching with me, looked at your trade logs, now meeting with you guys and looking at Swissit with you. And those of you that are following the system are profitable. I see it. I literally see it.
Mm-hmm.
I meet with you guys. So what I'm saying is if you don't like our system, get out. If you don't like us because we're jerks and we try to yell at you to do the right trade, get out. We love everybody in this group. We're happy you're here.
Yeah.
But, if I see one more comment, I get one more response, and you know who you are. It's literally only 3 people. I get one more response that somebody's saying this, and it's negative. We don't take negativity here. Get out. I will. This is your warning. You know who you are. It's not everybody in the group. This is your warning. I will send you the nicest email ever telling you that you are no longer a member of this club. That's it, Coach. I won't take it. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
No more complaining. Guys, we do a good job. We will bust our asses for you.
Yeah, we do.
There's no other place out there that literally will look at you and say, who Who in this room is red today? Who needs help getting
And we'll
green?
try our best to get you
Actually
green.
do
Yeah.
it.
The other guys just
Nobody does that.
don't give a crap. One less client, they'll get another one. That's all. Think of it
New
this way.
people-
Yeah.
new-
go ahead.
new- sorry, coach. New
No,
people.
no. I'm
Those of you on
we're
trial,
both
we don't
like
do this
feel
every
something.
day. It's just we've had a couple bad eggs come in lately, and those bad eggs we can get cracked. But we're here for you guys. We're cheaper. You know, here's the deal, guys. How many people think that we're worth more than $99 a month? Everybody in this room does, right? Everybody does. Yeah. You know, why do we do it for $99 a month?
If you want to ask somebody, guys, if you can get a hold of him, I'll give you his phone number. Mark Slobodnik, the most successful floor trader in the history of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, spent a week here in Destin learning what I do that does not apply to the floor because the floor was going away. He was smart enough to do it. So I've got Mark Slobodnik. So let me see Mr. A-hole trader who his best client is. Let's compare them. Okay. That's all. Enough said. You know,
I just had to get off my chest because you know, 2 weeks in a row we get these people complaining. I'm not going to take it, coach.
yeah. Where were you ever featured in the Wall Street Journal or your face on the front page of a major American newspaper or interviewed
Yes.
on Good Morning America? When? Or CNBC or Jim Cramer's show? Where? No, well, no, but my mother.
Yeah, you talk to our tax person, you might even be able to write off the cost of the room. Be careful. Who said the pivot trade? Be careful, guys. Just it keeps wanting to go back to the pivot. I would probably confirm that with a good hook on stochastics and then I'm turning up. Be careful.
And our job is to help you guys get green. Does Coach
Somebody
need
did go.
Swissit?
Somebody actually did.
Yeah. Does Coach need Swissit? I don't need it. I've been recording my trades. I know what I do ever since I started trading. I knew why, because there was a lot of losses. That's what taught me.
And again, guys, I know we got a lot of people on trial, a lot of newer people. We're not doing this every day. Please understand.
Yeah. Yeah, and you wouldn't be here. You know, the whole thing, SPY, right? Why would you waste your time even ranting in the room? I would like go stage left. I mean, what? I'm not going to rant because whoever's in a room with a bunch of morons are pretty sad characters themselves. I would just leave.
Coach has the trading cat.
I was thinking about it for a while. We weren't too far from the exit door. I said, you know what? Just open that latch and I'll be sucked out into no more pain. Be like that guy from Washington with the Randy somebody.
Lock in profits, guys. If you took that short trade, lock in profits. I'm not in it, but if you guys took
The
it,
other
no
Randy.
problem.
The other Randy.
Yeah.
And Randy, I know why, by the way, again, that's part of, not to pick on you, Randy, but it's not just you. Engineers are that breed. They micromanage everything. So you'll say, all right, when these three indicators are alignment, take the trade. And then you'll look, did you take the trade? No, because there's a fourth indicator I was thinking about that may be the one that adds to the three that'll make this a perfect trade.
But wait, what if I had 5 indicators?
Yeah, and they keep going and they never tell you because they want to only trade when you have the perfect trade. That means, according to Trading in the Zone, they haven't accepted the risk in the market. In other words, somewhere there are trades that don't have risk, and that's what they're looking for. And that's just not this business.
And That's
All right,
enough of a
who we
rant
got?
for the morning, Coach.
Yeah, no more ranting.
That's-
At least I'm not ranting, unless something else comes up.
No, but I had to let the guys know when I saw them show up. They know
Yeah.
now. And funny enough, there are two less people in the room.
Yeah,
I haven't looked to see if it was them. I don't care either.
I used to call these people like that, and maybe trade a couple of insults or something. It's not worth it. You're not
No,
going
we're not gonna
to
do
change.
it here. We're gonna just kick you out.
Yeah,
We have this is again, guys, the motto that we hold, the values we hold is that everybody in this club is to help everybody else. That's
Yep.
the value. It's not just one guru, two gurus, me and head coach. We are to help each other grow as traders. And we expect every one of you to do the exact same thing. One of the best things you can possibly do is learn something we do, teach it to a newbie that's just joined us.
there you go.
It's just going to instill that in you.
Seriously, if you really and remember, I am not saying that Brian and I are the only two traders on the planet who make money. No one else does. If you are good at what you've done and you've had a following, you can prove a track record. Guess what? You become a coach. We will allow you. Now, obviously, we're not going to have a coach who's negative, but if you say, I want to help people, I've got something that really works. I don't want to hear that our stuff doesn't work and your stuff, that's bull crap, because you should have the same attitude that we have. There are others out there who know a hell of a lot. So you should say, I'm thankful to find somebody who knows something that I don't know. Obviously, that's the case. And let me share what I know with what you know. If somebody has a great track record, even Mark Slobodnik, did I go, well, I'm a better trader than you? You don't know. No, the guy was made millions of dollars in the pit, but it just doesn't apply to what we do.
Is Mike still here? Mike
Yeah.
said it best in the boot camp when he said if somebody as dumb as me can do this, then anybody can.
Yeah, and it's opinionated. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Yeah, and again, Dan.
Oh,
you've been
yeah.
there. I
Dan,
used to be
you're around
pissed
for a
off at
minute.
everybody. Now it's a joke. It's a joke. It's like, yeah, there are some great traders. And if they want to come in here and help, if Linda Raschke came back here and said, hey, look, I want to unretire. Gee, I have a few things that, when we worked on it, Coach, I did that. And I said, yeah. I wouldn't say, oh, what do you know? No, I'd say, great. Let's add to it. Actually, I've talked to a couple of times, but he's been half in, half out of the business. The guy who wrote High Probability Trading, Marcel Link, lives in New York. I said, hey, why don't you, I said, we use your book, for coaching. So why don't you take some credit for it? Come in. He goes, yeah, but that's a lot of hours. So great.
Dan.
Would I say he's not allowed in the room? No, of course.
Coho, I'm not. Again, we've had this conversation a few times. Coho, just do pro for a month. Coho, do pro for a month. $2.99. Get a couple coaching sessions in with me, and we'll get you on track, buddy. Let's do it.
You know who I learned to be mellow from a little more, other
Brian?
than the wife who died of MS? Coach Brian. You know where Coach Brian gets pissed off and wild? On a field
Yeah.
with
Good.
grass on it and other guys trying to knock him down. Then he tries to knock them down physically. Doesn't need to do it in the trading room. There's no one to hit. There's no one to run over.
I don't get upset. I don't even
No.
get mad here.
And remember what you told
No
me too.
issue.
You said the best revenge is success. I remember that. The best revenge is success. And I've been doing it all without knowing it, like the best revenge to anybody and Guess what? Hello, you can put 583 cell stop. Short an additional breakdown. Still have room because the tuna has
Good morning, everyone. Hope you enjoyed our live stream of this morning's market opening. If you'd like to join us live in the trade room, you can visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. You'll have access to the trade room and participate in chat where coaches will answer your questions. And after your first free 3 days, it's just $99 a month to have access to the trade room. You'll also unlock our core training videos on our website. Please like, subscribe, and share.